our ethos at Kelvin Hall School is definitely based on community. We're an 11 to 16 school, but there's a definite network between the children, a support network I would say. You know, the older ones look out for the younger ones feel safe. I think the building helps with that, it's very open, and I think that does help to create the ethos of a friendly, safe school. We've got a brand new building here at Kelvin Hall. I've worked in 3 schools in the city, and by far this is an amazing place to work. The IT facilities, the gym, it's nice and open. The agora where children eat is really spacious. We can keep an eye on everybody, and it has a nice feel to the building.
Health and fitness at Kelvin Hall School is very important. We take great pride in teaching all the students how to be fit and healthy, and hopefully they can apply it to be fit and healthy after school.
As a department, we feel that the creative arts have never been as vibrant as they are at the moment, so we try and deliver a wide range of courses from 2D and 3D, fine art through to graphic design and illustration, and lens-based media.
So Kelvin Hall is a community school. I live within a mile of the school. A lot of staff live locally, and I think that's important for children to see you around school. It means we have a diverse range of pupils here, and generally we care for each other, you know, both outside of school and inside school.
Good evening everybody, and a very warm welcome to Kelvin Hall School's very first virtual open evening for prospective parents looking to join Kelvin Hall School in September 2021. My name is Mr. Kavanagh, and I'm the Executive Head Teacher of Kelvin Hall School. I'm going to take the opportunity over the next 7 or 8 minutes to show you a short presentation before you move on to the main theme of the night, where you get the opportunity to listen to staff and listen to some of our wonderful students. Now, Kelvin Hall School is a large school in the city of Hull of approximately 1,500 students. This year, in Year 7, we admitted just over 330 students to Kelvin Hall School, which is above our admission limit at Kelvin. I think it demonstrates how desirable we are as a choice of school for parents and students in our local community. Our mission statement is based around 3 main themes: hard work, respect, and independence. Working hard every minute of every hour of every day, demonstrating respect for students, for your peers, and for adults and the community. And independence, making sure you really take, you know, that real responsibility for your own conduct, your own learning. It's not just about making sure your bag is ready with your pencil case in the morning. It's about taking real responsibility for your learning. We want to promote strong and positive relationships with student to students, and that includes that positive relationship between students and staff members at the school. Something is very dear to us is really promoting that community and school home family relationship, where we're all pulling in the same direction and we're all striving to succeed. We take the opportunity to promote success. It's been a very challenging year for all our students at Kelvin Hall School, but particularly our Year 11 students. These are some of our headline outcomes for our Year 11 students who've just left us. You will get the opportunity to look back on this presentation and look on our websites and see further information about our outcomes and headline figures at Kelvin Hall School. But we are a school that believe in high academic standards, and our students continually, year on year, receive excellent outcomes and GCSE grades. Destinations is something that is very much close to my own heart. I believe Kelvin Hall School is a stage in your child's education before we prepare them for post-16 education. Our challenge is to make sure every student has that opportunity to succeed at Kelvin Hall School, but also that we prepare them for post-16 education or learning. If from these destinations, you can see our students go to a wide range of colleges and providers in the city and the East Riding as well. But you can see the strong relationship from the amount of students from our school that go to Wyke Sixth Form College. Teaching and learning is at the heart of everything we do. Maths, science, English, MFL, they are all really important. But when you come to Kelvin Hall in Year 7, you get a broad range of activities and subjects. I particularly like this slide because when my young son started secondary school, one of the experiences he really enjoyed was his very first food and cooking lessons. It was something he never had the opportunity to do before. And I love this slide for the smile on the students' faces. It's something, it's really dear to us, and we believe every child should have a happy experience at Kelvin Hall School. We have an exceptional pastoral and SEN support team at the school. We have a dedicated team of pastoral members of staff who support and care for the students throughout the school day, and a dedicated support team of SEN staff who cater for all the needs of our students throughout Kelvin Hall School. We have a variety of opportunities inside the classroom and outside the classroom. I often say, if you look at the picture on the top right here, that when you walk into Kelvin Hall School, our whole building is a learning community. We provide a curriculum that has traditional subjects, but also more forward-looking subjects like BTECs and vocational subjects. One of the things we're particularly proud of is we have specialist staff in every single area, and we are fully staffed. We have a strong pastoral support that provides superb opportunities for personal development and growth. And we have, as I touched on earlier, an exceptional SEN support team that provide outstanding support where needed. This is our curriculum. When you come to Kelvin Hall School in Year 7, the curriculum is broad, it's balanced, and it prepares you for the GCSE years in 9, 10 and 11. We start our GCSE process in Year 9 and our option process in Year 9, and that is the opportunity where you get to specialise in a more slimline curriculum that it gives you greater choice. We provide a range of extracurricular activities, and it's not just about this wonderful ski trip to Italy from a couple of years ago. We provide a range of activities, and that just might mean visits to local art galleries, museums. We provide wonderful homework clubs after school with access to technology. Our sports department competes in a range of fixtures, not just locally, but regionally and nationally. Our departments of drama, dance, music deliver wonderful performances throughout the year where parents get the opportunity to come and watch. We are a different school this year. We have expanded. That has allowed us to provide additional opportunities and spaces for students in Year 7 in our community. We've worked in partnership with local authority, and that has allowed us to increase our intake into Year 7, which you'll see a little bit later in our admissions presentations. Kelvin Hall School is a standalone school, but we're also part of something bigger. We're part of the Yorkshire and Humber Cooperative Learning Trust, which is a group of schools that come together with shared values of the cooperative values. That consists of 7 primary schools and 2 secondary schools. I work very closely with the head teacher at Newland School for Girls, and we take every opportunity to cooperate, to share resources, to share CPD, teachers working together, and to deliver performance together where possible. We are a cooperative trust, and we believe in ethical values of openness, social responsibility, honesty, and caring for others. It's something this group of schools working this multi-academy trust come together with and believe very firmly. These are our articles of association. We believe in a cooperative community of schools that work together to give the very best possible standards of education for all the students within our trust. I hope the remainder of the evening gives you a wonderful insight into Kelvin Hall School and the superb staff and children we have at Kelvin Hall School. Very look forward, hopefully, to seeing you all in September 2021. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy the night. Thank you very much.
Kelvin Hall pupil admission number is 320 in Year 7 for September 2021. For September 2020, we received 843 applications for 320 places. We have a lot more applications than places. Many of those are first preferences. It is important to put Kelvin Hall first if it is your first preference, because you will be allocated the highest school on your preferences that you qualify for. However, please remember that allocations are made according to the admissions criteria, not according to first, second and third choices. So you won't be more likely to get Kelvin Hall if you put it first or if you don't put any other schools. Kelvin Hall admission criteria. Number 1, SEN statements, EHCP and looked after children, including adopted children. All schools and academies have to legally have this criteria. At Kelvin Hall, it is never more than a small number of children in any year. Please remember, if you are the parent of an adopted child, to indicate that on your application form. Number 2, significant medical factors or exceptional family circumstances. Please remember, this has to be supported by a letter from a GP, a hospital consultant, or other relevant professionals, and any letter from them would have to explain how and why the exceptional circumstances mean that Kelvin Hall specifically meets the need above any other secondary school with your application form. This is often no more than 1 or 2 children in any year. Number 3, sibling who will be at Kelvin Hall at the time of admission. This includes half and step brothers and sisters who live at the same address. Sadly, this does not apply if the sibling is currently in Year 11 or has already left. It only applies if the older sibling will be at the school in September 2021. Do please make sure you tick the box on the application form if there will be a sibling at Kelvin. Every year we get 1 or 2 pupils that are allocated late because the box was missed, and that is very stressful for the child and the parents. We check everyone that is ticked, but we can't possibly check the applications that aren't. So that will be missed if you don't tick it. Each year, around 80 or so children have siblings at the school. Number 4, children of staff, provided that the member of staff has been employed at Kelvin Hall for a minimum of 2 years. This is children of staff at Kelvin Hall. This is often only 1 or 2 children in a year, and in most years none. Number 5, geographical. Priority given to those living nearest to Kelvin. This is the shortest available safe route for pedestrians along footpaths, along roads, not cut-throughs. The only exception is a footbridge across the railway line from Priory Drive via the public path to Hotham Road North. The distance is measured with precise software that pinpoints the exact distance from each house to the main gate of the school. We can never say whether a child living at a particular distance will or won't get in. But in September 2020, the furthest was 1.3 miles, and in September 2019, 1.29 miles. We hope those who want a place will be successful, but if a child does not get allocated a place, the parents or carers can appeal for a place. The appeal process happens from April to June. This is a formal process with an independent clerk and independent panel. Kelvin Hall has no influence over the appeals. Last year, there were 57 appeals and 3 were successful and were given a place. For the purpose of admissions, the ASC Hub at Kelvin Hall School is a local authority maintained provision. All admissions are handled by the local authority after formal consultation with the head teacher at Kelvin Hall School. All places for the ASC Hub are commissioned through the local authority. Pupils attending the ASC Hub will have an EHC plan and therefore will have undergone extensive assessment before entering the school through the Hub. If you would like further information or would like to request a place in the ASC Hub at Kelvin Hall School, then please contact Send Assessment and Review Team, Brunswick House, Strand Close, Beverley Road, Hull, HU2 9DB.
Welcome to Kelvin Hall. This is the main entrance.
In case you ride your bike to school, you can safely lock your bike up here. You will then be able to collect it at the end of the school day.
This is the main entrance to the building. You're supposed to be in the store at 8:40, but it is recommended that you come to the store by 8:30.
For lunch, you can use these smart dinner cards. You can put money on these online through WisePay, where your parents can pay online.
This year the school has gone completely cashless.
The food at Kelvin Hall is delicious. The food is prepared fresh every day and you have the choice of 3 meals. There are also light bites to choose from, including pizzas, chicken flatbread, canned doughs, chicken pots, sandwiches or paninis.
Every year 7 gets a locker. When you come in the morning, you are supposed to put your coat in the locker because you're not supposed to have those in lesson.
This is the performance hall. This is where you'll have assemblies and you may even watch performances. Right now, the hall is set up for exams.
This is our library and it is run by Hull Libraries. This is available for any student to access, and you can come in here and do revision or get any work that needs to be done.
This is our uniform. You have to wear a black jumper that has the Kelvin Hall logo, a t-shirt that has the Kelvin Hall logo, a pair of black trousers or a skirt, and black shoes that are not trainers. However, in year 9 you can wear a cardigan, a v-neck jumper, and in year 7 and 8 you have to wear the standard jumper.
For makeup, you're only allowed to wear minimal makeup. For hair dye, you're only allowed to dye your hair natural colours, so no blue or green. You're only allowed to wear 1 piece of jewellery, and your nails cannot be too long because this is a health and safety hazard.
Hello, I'm Mrs Jones and I'd like to welcome you to Kelvin Hall English Department. All our teachers are really glad to be back at school and I'm sure they're all busy planning a range of lessons for you as we speak. Shall we see what people are up to? Come on. Oh, hello Mr Shenton. Oh, hello, who's this then?
This is Eric, our literacy mascot. Eric is a clumsy but lovable Year 8 student at Kelvin Hall. Eric loves travelling and visiting exciting new worlds, but often needs a little help. Your task is to collect golden tickets, not only to spend yourself, but to give Eric a little bit of extra cash.
Did you know that the English language is made up of so many different things? French, Saxon, Latin, even Greek. When you arrive in year 7, we'll be venturing back in time to the ancient Greeks and reading stories such as Perseus, Theseus, even the infamous Hercules. You may have heard of phrases such as a person's Achilles heel, maybe somebody has a Midas touch, or a Herculean effort. As we study these stories and integrate you into year 7.
Sorry to disturb you, Miss Lee.
Oh, hello, Mrs Jones. What would you like to know?
Well, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about what we study in year 8.
Well, I was just investigating our latest text for year 8. It's fiendishly clues-worthy, with an interesting detective who maybe some of you might have heard of. He trailed the streets of Victorian London looking for clues. He had a little companion who helped him out, but he was always one step ahead of those tricksy villains, and you're going to find out a little bit more when you join us in year 8.
If
you like tales of mischief, magic and adventure, you'll enjoy exploring the Tempest with us in Year 8, where you get to go on a journey along with William Shakespeare's most exciting plays.
So that was Year 8. That sounded exciting, didn't it? Let's see what's going on in another year group.
Softly in the dusk, a woman is singing to me, taking me back down the vista of years till I see a child sitting under the piano in the boom of tingling strings and pressing the small, poised feet of a mother who smiles as she sings. In spite of myself, the insidious mastery of song betrays me back till the heart of me weeps to belong. To the old Sunday evenings at home, with the winter outside and hymns in the cosy parlour, the tinkling piano a guide. So now in vain for the singer to burst into clamour. With a great black piano, a passionata of the glamour of childish days is upon me. My manhood is cast down in the flood of remembrance. I weep like a child for the past.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Miss Aberdeen. What are you up to?
Oh, we're just planning a lesson on piano.
So when you're in Year 9, you'll do lots of different exciting poems. You'll be doing different themes such as childhood and memory, dealing with loss and familial relationships.
Hi Mrs Jones, you've just called us looking for some fiction and non-fiction text. These are going to be just some of the key skills that you'll need for your English language in Year 10, and it will be in preparation for your GCSE.
As well as reading, if you fancy yourself as a bit of a J.K. Rowling or David Williams, you'll get plenty of opportunity to get your creative head on this year with descriptive and persuasive writing, as well as creating exciting short stories.
When shall we three meet again? Thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That be the set of sun.
Hi Mrs Jones, we're just practising the opening scene of Macbeth, which is the GCSE Shakespeare text that Year 11 study for their literature exam.
We'll also go back to Victorian Britain, where we'll look at the character Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol.
So I hope you enjoyed the whistle-stop tour of the 5 years of English that you'll be studying if you come to Kelvin Hall School. We really look forward to seeing you here.
Good evening, my name is Miss Sansom. I am Progress Leader of Science here at Kelvin Hall School. Welcome to our department.
Hi Year 6, my name's Miss Dawes and I'm a Senior Director for Science and Maths and I work across both schools. Here we've got 3 foods. They all look fairly similar and I'm now going to show you some tests so that we can identify which nutrient is in each food. Right. In here we have a clear liquid. This is iodine, and iodine will stay orangey brown if there's no starch, and it will go a darker colour, hopefully blue black, if there's starch in there. And you can clearly see it's just no starch. This is a test to see if it has a reducing sugar in it. We first of all put Benedict's in. Benedict's is blue, first of all. When you pop it in hot water, if it goes this lovely orangey red colour, then it means it has reducing sugar. Finally, we've got a test for protein. Liquid starts off clear, it's blue. If protein is present, it should go a nice lilac-y purple colour. But as you can see, there's no protein.
Hi there, I'm Mr Roberts, a science teacher here at Kelvin Hall, and I'm going to show you today something about physics. Right, now I've got so much confidence in centripetal force that I have now got some very small molecules in the form of water I'm going to put into this bucket. I am now going to show you the effect of centripetal force onto this bucket. I'm going to spin it around my head. And I'm not getting wet! And just to prove to you that the water's still in there, I'm going to pour it back into this bucket. And that is the effect of centripetal force.
My name is Miss Schimmel and I teach science here, and I'm going to demonstrate elephant's toothpaste. Hi, I'm Miss Ruan and I teach science, and I'm going to show you how to turn copper coins into gold. So you drop this in the air. Let it react a little bit. Okay, you can see it's turned into silicone. Now, I'm going to turn it into gold. Looks like it's turning back into copper. And we go down. We have a gold coin.
Hi, I'm Mr. Russell, I'm a teacher of science.
And I'm Mrs. Moore and I'm a teacher of science.
And today we're going to show you how to combust or burn hydrogen gas and methane gas. First of all, we're going to react magnesium and hydrochloric acid to get hydrogen gas. So the second gas we're going to combust is methane. So if you see there, we've got a blue flame on the top here.
Hi, my name is Mr. Zulfikar, science teacher here at Kelvin, and I'm going to show you the screaming jelly bean.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Scott. This is an example of exothermic reaction, how we release energy from our food. Jelly bean.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ita.
And I'm Mr. Grayson.
And we have a simple chemistry practical for you to see.
Hello, welcome to Humanities. My name's Helen Thompson and I'm the Progress Leader. Within our department we have Geography, History, RE, Sociology and also Travel and Tourism. So I'd like you to meet the different departments.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Carter and I'm the head of RE, SMSC and PSHE here at Kelvin Hall School. We'd like to talk to you today about two subjects within the Humanities faculty, which is Culture and Ethics and Religious Studies. So I'm going to be speaking to Mrs. Thompson, who is a Key Stage 3 teacher here in our faculty. So Mrs. Thompson, can you please explain to everybody what is Culture and Ethics?
Culture and Ethics in Kelvin is known as religious education in most other schools. We like to call it Culture and Ethics because we like to be inclusive and we look at the culture around the world as well as the religious views. We understand at Key Stage 3 that a lot of students won't have studied RE in primary school. So at Kelvin we try to give them an overview of the 6 main religions of the world. So they will look at those, they will look at the religious buildings of worship, they will look at religious festivals and the religious leaders that are linked to those. We also try to include what other people would think about those religions to make it all inclusive. In Year 8, we then move on to a more themed approach, looking at global issues, looking at social injustice and values, and we try to include lots of discussion around those subjects, but also look at what the religious views are on each of these issues.
Hello and welcome to Geography Department at Kelvin Hall School. I'm Jenny Ambler, Head of Geography. Students, when they arrive at Kelvin Hall, they study map skills to begin with, as we appreciate not all students will study geography before. We then move on to look at the East Yorkshire coast, along with the surrounding areas of Hull. Once they've done this, they look at migration to the area as well as around the world, and they look at the fight for renewable energy in East Yorkshire. When students move into Year 8, they study ecosystems, the dangerous planet that we live in, they look at the development around the world and the gaps it creates, as well as looking at the UK landscapes and how they've changed. Geography at Kelvin is a very diverse subject. It crosses over with history, culture and ethics, maths and science on a regular basis.
And don't forget, Miss Ambler, we also take you on some absolutely fantastic field trips. We go to Hornsey, we go to Bridlington, we even take you to the Peak District. In fact, I might go off and measure some sea defences using my ranging pole right now.
Hello, my name's Miss Dent and I'm Head of History at Kelvin. I've got a really lovely, experienced staff and we're fully staffed at the moment, so we're really looking forward to having the Year 6 come into our team. One of the things that we cover in Key Stage 3 is some really vibrant, exciting subjects. In the medieval period, you might get to look at things like why was Thomas Becket murdered. You might get to look at castle design. You'll be looking at things like the slave trade and how difficult that was for slaves, and also looking at really engaging topics like what was going on in the First World War, the Second World War, and also reflecting on things like the Holocaust. So lots and lots of interesting topics that will really get you thinking. One of the things that is great about history is that it develops other skills, so things like your literacy, numeracy and communication skills are a vital part of what we do in history and help you throughout life as well as in your GCSE later. One of the things that we're hoping to do very soon is introduce some trips into our history department at Kelvin Hall. So in the past the staff are very experienced at running trips. We've done trips to medieval York, we've been to the Royal Armouries and seen all the weaponry on show there. We've also been to places like Eden Camp and investigated what life was like during World War II, as well as some trips abroad. So there's lots of exciting things ahead for your time at Kelvin Hall in the history department.
Hi, I'm Miss Kirk and I'm in the history department. Following on from what Miss Dent said about GCSE history, students will build on their skills developed in Year 7 and 8 and incorporate new skills such as analysing the usefulness and limitations of evidence and applying knowledge to GCSE exam questions.
Hi, my name's Mrs Conway. I'm the lead teacher at PSHE and also a history teacher here at Kelvin. I know you've heard lots about history so far, but we also encourage students to develop a love and passion for history. We also offer guidance and advice to students who want to study history post 16.
Welcome to the Business and IT Department.
Hi, I'm Mr Leng. I'm the Deputy Head Teacher of Kelvin and I'm the leader of this department.
Hi, I'm Mrs Deering. I teach ICT and Key Stage 3 Computing here at Kelvin Hall.
Hi, I'm Mr Cummins. I teach Creative iMedia and Key Stage 3 Computing here at Kelvin Hall.
Hi, I'm Mrs Bowden. I'm the Business Studies teacher here at Kelvin.
Here we have Scratch. You're probably used to this from primary school. We have lots of drag and drop instructions that you can put together to make a programme. Here we have a BBC microbit. This has buttons on it that you can programme, and we use something again very similar to Scratch, where we can drag and drop and see what we want to make it do. This microbit then goes inside a buggy and we can switch the buggy on and watch it move around. Here we have our Lego EB3 Mindstorms robot. This is more advanced programming as it has different sensors and it can see colours and it can move. So if I press a button on my phone as it's Bluetoothing, I can make it go backwards, I can make it go forwards, I can make it shake, and because he can see, I can make him strike.
Okay, hi, I'm Mrs Bowden. I'm the Business and Enterprise teacher here at Kelvin. So I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about what we do. This is what you'll do when you get to Key Stage 4. We do run an event for Key Stage 3 as well, so you get a bit of a taster as well. So this is an example of a unit that we study in business, and as you can see it has a clear pathway through all the different tasks, and you can put your stickers on of where you're at so you know exactly what you're doing at all times. This is an example of bits and pieces of work that you'll do. So we do a lot of things around design, we're quite creative, we do market research, we present some of our work, and we also have a lot of work to do with the financing of our business as well. These are some of the trips and challenges that we do as part of the business course. So we go to an event in Hull where we meet up with all different secondary schools. And we compete in different activities. We also do something called the Tenner Challenge. You get given £10, you have to make that money grow, and the biggest bonus is you get to keep the profits. And some student testimonials of what they think business studies is like.
My name is Lucy Musgrave and my business is called Pure Delicious. So my business is based around healthy eating, environmental friendly food and veganism as well. So I create healthy recipes for everyone to show how easy and simple and delicious vegan food or healthy food can be. So I create recipes for companies using their products and also share a wide range of recipes on the internet for people to use.
So, as part of the Creative iMedia course, we do actually get to look at virtual reality games. So as you can see, I've obviously got an Oculus Quest here. I'm going to give you a quick demo. One of the other fun products we make as part of the Creative iMedia course is to create an interactive multimedia product. So if you can see, I've put one here together about the school. So it uses obviously like the same colours that the school uses, etc. We've got different options here. So obviously I've got a little bit about us. And obviously now I can obviously go back and forth between each of the pages, like an official multimedia product.
So one other thing we do at Kelvin is we have our games club. So not only do you get to play with the Oculus virtual reality, but we also show you a whole range of retro games that we think are really cool from when we were younger. Hope to see you all at Kelvin soon and joining in games club.
Good evening and welcome to Kelvin Hall's Maths Department. My name is Mrs Andrews and I am proud to tell you I am the progress leader of a very successful Maths Department. Mr Taylor is our director, Mrs Wilkinson is our assistant progress leader and our lead practitioner is Mr Cartledge. We are all maths specialists and we only teach maths and statistics. I have a superpower. We all have a superpower. Maths is my superpower, and it'll be your superpower too.
As maths teachers, we often get asked, where do we use the maths that we learn within the classroom? We want to show you today that we use maths in every single day of our lives, and maths is all around you, and you don't even notice.
Here are some examples of maths in the natural world. So maths creates the petals in all the flowers, and also in leaves. It makes up the patterns in shells, and it also creates the circular motion in hurricanes.
The maths that you're about to see is the foundation of all of those natural phenomena and the first topic that you will study in September. Here's Mr Cartledge to show you how.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to consider the following sequence. There's a conversation between two friends. Whitney thinks there will be 3 circles in the next term of this sequence. Her friend Rosie thinks there will be 4. What I'd like you to do is the following, guys. I'd like you to make a decision on who you think is correct. Can you either make a model or draw a diagram that shows how that sequence would continue? Okay, I'll give you a couple of moments to sort that out now, please. Who did you think was correct?
I agree with Rosie because I thought it was doubling each time. So I thought obviously it went 1, then 2, and then 4.
That's excellent. So what I can see is you've got a pictorial representation of a concrete example. Okay, fantastic. Did anybody get anything different? Mr. Carlisle, that's just yours is slightly different. Who did you agree with?
I agreed with Whitney, I think with 3 next term.
Could you convince me of what it is that Whitney might have done to make that decision?
I think what she's doing is she's adding each of the 2 previous terms together to make the next term. So 1 plus 2 makes 3. Then after that she's going to do 2 plus 3 makes 5. And then she's going to do 3 plus 5 makes 8. And then 5 plus 8 makes 13.
Fantastic. What I want you to do now is spend a little bit of time exploring if there are any other sequences or any other ways you could develop this sequence. Okay, remember? So what's it you're doing, Miss Andrews?
It's just repeating.
Repeating.
It goes 1, 2,
Okay. And that's the sequence because of the repetition. Yeah.
1, then it's going up by 2, then it's going by 3, and then the final one's going to go by 4.
Fantastic. Will it stop there or would you keep going?
It will continue.
Fantastic. It's great. What have you done?
So each term is doubling. So 1 doubled will give us 2, 2 will give us 4, 4 doubled will give us 8, and 4 doubled will give us 16.
Fantastic. The sequence that Mr. Carlisle talked you through earlier is actually the sequence that underpins all the natural phenomenon you were shown earlier. Mr. Carlisle's just going to talk you through it in some great detail.
Okay, so the first 2 terms in the sequence are 1 and 2. The next one is equal to the sum of the previous 2, so 1 plus 2 equals 3. And then the next one is equal to the sum of the previous 2, so 2 plus 3 is 5. And it goes as follows: 3 plus 5 is 8, and 5 plus 8 is 13. And the next one would be 8 plus 13 is 21.
Who discovered the sequence?
Leonardo Fibonacci, I believe.
Fantastic, okay. And the fact that this was discovered a couple of hundred years ago and we're still studying it in school today just shows how important it is, especially when it can be linked and proven to the science in the natural world that you saw earlier. We follow a mastery scheme of work from White Rose Maths. The foundation of mastery is that we use concrete manipulatives and pictorial representations to support the mathematical skills students are learning. We dig a little deeper and explore the concept being discovered, and as you'll see from the examples that staff have put together, any of those following sequences would make sense and follow that rule. Okay? It's important that there isn't just one solution, that we explore the different ways that this maths can be made up.
So just think about where your maths superpower can take you.
Bonjour! Hola! Hi everybody, welcome to the Kelvin Hall School Languages Department. My name is Mrs Russell and I am the assistant head teacher in charge of languages here at Kelvin Hall.
Hello, I am Miss Jackson and I am the progress leader for languages here at Kelvin Hall.
Hello, I'm Mr. Otter.
And I am Mr. Longwa.
And I'm Miss Holland.
So here at Kelvin Hall, you will either do French or Spanish from year 7 up until year 11. You have 2 lessons a week, so 2 hours of language learning. And then in year 9, we offer some optional German as a second language.
Suelo usar Instagram. Sí. Para compartir fotos. Sí. Me gusta porque es muy popular. Sí. También es útil. Suelo usar Instagram para chatear con mis amigos.
Suelo usar Instagram.
Sí.
Para compartir fotos.
No.
Suelo usar Instagram.
Sí.
Para chatear con mis amigos.
Sí.
Me gusta porque es muy popular.
Ok. Aujourd'hui, nous allons apprendre l'alphabet. Alors répétez après moi. A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, non pas U, V, W, X, Y, et Z. Merci beaucoup, c'est super.
At Kelvin Hall, the best things about French are the teachers are really nice and it gives us lots of opportunities to go on trips like to Lille. I went with the school and it was real good. Like we went there on a boat and yeah, it was just real good fun for everyone.
When we were in Lille, we got to apply our skills that we learned in the classroom in the real world, and it was really interesting to see how our students were like talking to the people in French.
Ok, alors Laura, qu'est-ce que tu as mangé à Lille?
À Lille, j'ai mangé des crêpes qui étaient délicieuses.
Et
aussi, nous avons mangé de la viande et du poulet. À mon avis, c'était incroyablement fantastique.
Hi, my name is Miss Armstrong and I teach food technology, and this is one of our food rooms. Hi, today we're going to be cooking lemon curd and short crust pastry.
We've got the 3 stages of making lemon curd, alright? Gelatinisation, and also the eggs have coagulated and made the mixture set.
Hi, I'm Mr Watkins.
And I'm Mr Hagar. Welcome to the new technology building on here where we've got our new classroom. We're just going to talk about some of the projects that we're currently doing and we'll be doing later on as the years go by in this department.
Currently we're focusing on 2 LED projects where we do a bit of the traditional craftsmanship, cutting out on the MDF, gluing, painting and some soldering, basic electronics work. And we do some 2D design to make some coasters. So we use the laser cutter, CAD/CAM machinery and 2D design machinery.
And here we've got some of the future projects we're going to be looking to do in technology, from basically mobile phone speakers, including CAD design and woodwork, to mood lighting, to other designs, such as making your own clocks with the CAD designs. Mr Watkins, go over here.
Oh, you have broke it again, have you?
Oh, nothing to do with me. Came into it. Like I said, I've been used.
We need some new recruits to come and help us fix this for next year's race.
Can you help us in the technology team?
Hello, so I'm Samantha Wode. I'm the lead teacher here at the Hub and I'd like to show you around.
Hello, so we've come up through the Hub's own entrance and now I'll take you inside. If you follow me through here, we've got 2 classrooms. The first one we're currently using for our Year 8s. So this space here is going to be for the Year 8s and Year 9s. And then the adjoining classroom will be for the Year 7s. And we'll do some work together as well because they are interconnecting classrooms. We're hoping to have 15 young people spread across the 2 classrooms. If a young person and their family wishes to apply for a place at the Kelvin Hub, that is coordinated through the local authority. Staff from Kelvin Hall will ensure that the young people that come here are suitably placed, but the admission process is entirely through the local authority. So the young people at the Hub have got an EHCP and a diagnosis of autism. In order to help those young people to make the bridge between a nurturing setting and the main site, we do have various facilities available to us. One of those is the sensory room.
Hello from the group room. This is going to be our sensory room. It looks a little bit dull and boring at the minute, but I've been told that we've got some beautiful lights in the ceiling that will change colour, and with our iPad we can connect to the music system and play some relaxing music.
In the sensory room, the young people can control the light panel, different colours of lights. We're also able to play music through an iPad as well. So it's a nice, calming, relaxing space for when children need a bit of time out. When it's time for the young person to start having lessons in the main school, they'll be supported by staff from the Hub, and we've got our own exit into the main school here. Each young person will reach a point in time when they're ready to go into the mainstream site. So we are not a permanent setting. The young person will be supported in accessing mainstream lessons over a period of time, and that will be well supported by staff from the Hub.
So thank you for looking around the hub with me today. I'm sorry I can't welcome you in person at the moment. For further inquiries, in the first instance, applications need to go to the local authority and also see our website for frequently asked questions. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Jane Graham. I'm the Director of SEN and Inclusion, and I'd like to introduce you to our team and who will tell you a little bit more about what we do.
Hi, I'm Wendy Pratt. I'm the Senko at Kelvin Hall School. My job is to coordinate support for students with a variety of needs. I also manage intervention programmes. We have various programmes, Rainbow Reading, Lexia, and I'll introduce you to Mr Snow, who does our access provision.
Hi, my name's Danny Snow. I manage the access provision at Kelvin Hall School. The access provision is a specialist provision for struggling students or those with additional needs. In the access provision, we run all different types of interventions from Lego therapy, social stories, to emotional literacy.
Hi, my name's Mrs Clay. I will be your year leader from Year 7 all the way through to Year 11. Hope you are all keeping safe and well. Just to let you know that I will be around each day to make sure that you are happy and safe in school and that you reach your full potential. Hope to see you all very soon.
What is it like to be a student at Kelvin Hall School?
So Kelvin Hall is a very large school with lots of different people.
What is your favourite thing about Kelvin Hall?
So at Kelvin Hall my favourite thing is the diverse choice of subjects that are available to us, and I really like the staff that are here to help us.
What is your favourite subject at Kelvin Hall and why?
So personally my favourite subject is history. I really enjoy studying the 20th century and pretty much the First World War and the Second World War and what led up to that.
What do you get to do as a student leader in school?
So in school as a student leader we get to participate with the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which is available to us, and we also get to attend Hull Youth Parliament in town.
What is it like to be a student at Kelvin Hall?
Well, it's good and fascinating. It's fascinating because you learn everything. You learn anything new in any different lesson. Like in music, we learn about chemistry, English, maths. We learn about all sorts. Whatever pops up, our teacher would tell us about in music.
What is your favourite thing about Kelvin Hall?
Well, I like the food a lot, but I also like science, maths, and PE. I like science because in chemistry you do a lot of experiments and practicals, and I like doing practicals and experiments.
How is Kelvin Hall different to your primary school?
Well, it's a lot bigger, and I've gone from being the oldest in the school to being the youngest, and I was a bit worried about that, but now it's fine.
What would you say to a Year 6 student thinking about coming to Kelvin?
They should definitely come. It's a really good experience, and a lot of the teachers are really, really nice.
What is it like to be a student at Kelvin Hall School?
I'd say it's amazing because the school has given us so many opportunities, like for the first 4 weeks, and I've really come to fit in here because I love loads of the lessons, especially PE and English.
What is your favourite thing about Kelvin Hall?
I would say all of the lessons because English, PE and science, they all stand out to me because I'd say English as an example, it kind of lets me have my own imagination to be free and wild and just come up with whatever I can really.
How is Kelvin Hall different to your primary school?
I'd say the reward schemes are what stands out the most because at my primary school we used to have like head boy and head girl, but at Kelvin Hall we have like sticker reward schemes, which basically if you put your hand up, raise your hand in a lesson, and you get a correct answer, or even if you have a go, you'll get a sticker, and all of the stickers will always conclude to having rewards like chocolate and sweets, or queue jumps, or free breakfast, or a letter home.
What would you say to a Year 6 student thinking about coming to Kelvin Hall School?
I'd say it's a really good school, and you can learn so much more, and it's just amazing to come here, and it gives you so many opportunities to make so many more friends.